topic for this presentation was on criminal justice. The criminal justice system is a set of agencies that are controlled by the government. The criminal justice system is a system of law enforcement that is directly involved with apprehending, prosecuting, defending, sentencing, and punishing those who are suspected or convicted of criminal offenses. The criminal justice system can be split into state and federal. Between the two different systems, there are different laws, agencies, and ways of handling particular situations. There are three different components and levels that make up the criminal justice system. These components include law enforcement, corrections, and courts. There are many agencies and departments that are involved in the criminal justice system today. Some of these agencies include Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives, Defending Children, Drug Enforcement Administration, FBI, Federal Bureau of Prisons, Office on Violence Against Women, U.S. Parole Commission, and many more. The criminal justice system is very broad and can lead to many connections with the field of social work. Social workers may have to cooperate with these different agencies while advocating for their clients. The criminal justice system and social work go along with one another with the individuals that are involved. The social workers will have to handle clients that are within the criminal justice system. The population that could and is affected by the criminal justice system is in general population. The individuals within the system could be children, adults, men, women, African Americans, white individuals, and also Asian individuals, and many more. Not only are those that offend become a part of the criminal justice system, but there's also the individuals that may have been victims of certain situations as well. An example of those being affected by the system are victimized mothers. According to Cerulli, many abused mothers with clinically significant mental health issues do not get the support that they need within the court-based system. The case manager can promote and advocate for victimized mothers, and very many more. They can also improve programs to get the individuals facing the issue the help that they need. If mothers do not receive adequate support, they have an increased chance of re-victimization, or something could eventually happen to the child. Social workers can advocate and make sure that all mothers have the opportunity for certain programs and health care. A social worker may deal with a wide variety of clients that are involved with the criminal justice system in one way or another. There are many ethical issues when it comes to the criminal justice system as well. One of the main ethical issues is that the individuals feel that putting people in jail or prison is not always the correct answer or solution. From the social work perspective, the individuals should be in rehabilitation programs rather than in jail or prison cells. An example to the previous statement would be that the criminal justice system had set up the war on drugs. Individuals that are using and abusing drugs were then put into the criminal justice system rather than what most individuals within the social work profession would prefer or aspire for their clients. According to Parenti, drug offenders constitute more than a third, 36%, of the increase in state populations between the years 1985 and 1994, and then in the federal system, drug offenders make up more than 2/3, which is 71% of the prison population. If there were fewer individuals that were put into a prison system, there would be less expenses that the government would have to support as well. Another ethical issue is that criminal justice system faces today is the corruption in certain areas of the field. A social worker's client may have come out of a brutal incident that happened with the system, and they might not trust the criminal justice system anymore. In the law enforcement aspect of the criminal justice system, there have been great improvements over time, but there are still incidents that occur on a regular basis, as we all know today. A final example of an ethical issue that the system faces is racial and gender biases. There has been an improvement of the biases that have occurred within the system, but there are also many issues that still exist and many instances that occur. There are ethical issues where the criminal justice system is concerned, and social workers realize this and have to work around the situations by advocating. There are many challenges that case managers will deal with in the system as well. The main issue is that the social workers will deal with the outlines of the actual system. Focusing on a point that had already been explained during my presentation would be incarceration versus rehabilitation for the offender. These case managers may become frustrated because they rather their clients be getting the help that they truly need, rather than being locked up or things like that. The social worker may find it difficult to work with other agencies and departments in getting their clients' needs met. A major challenge that a social worker can face is a veteran that is put into the criminal justice system. Post-traumatic stress disorder, which is also known as PTSD, is an anxiety disorder that occurs after a life-threatening or traumatic event. According to Calhoun, Malinsky, Bosworth, and Beckham, post-traumatic stress disorder in veterans has been associated with being arrested upon returning from a combat deployment. PTSD can have a major impact on those veterans who are trying to reiterate back into society. Awareness of PTSD has led to the actual veteran courts, but they face issues in society as well. In addition, some courts criticize for having vague written policies, including the requirements for successful completion of graduation. Social workers can help the veteran courts by addressing the personal level contributors and environmental level contributors as well. Social workers can assist the veteran in the process of rehabilitation or reintegration into society. Advocacy techniques are very important when it comes to this particular system. Although there are only certain percentage of social workers that are considered full-time advocators, all social workers advocate for their clients. They all want their clients to feel protected and be able to empower themselves. There are already certain programs and policy that are set in place when individuals are released from incarceration. There are multiple things that social workers can do to advocate for their clients. For example, they can assure safe and humane treatment for all incarcerated individuals. Another idea would be that they would increase access to health care, education and rehabilitation programs for all that are incarcerated and are going through the integration process back into their communities. Social workers may advertise through social media, their community, or political events. Okay, the call to action for social workers within the criminal justice system would be to increase the dignity and well-being of the individuals affected in the criminal justice system, and also to reduce and advocate for those who are affected by racial profiling, war on the poor, and epidemic and substance abuse that is disrupting household and communities. Basically, social workers and the criminal justice system will go hand in hand. There's so many different programs that are under the criminal justice system that they will be able to work with, and it's just a very versatile topic. And here are my references, and thank you very much.